Well, millions of people in Puerto Rico are still without clean water. They're without power or cell service. It's been almost a week since Hurricane Maria made a direct hit on the island, and people are worried about how they're going to be able to take care of their families.
It's been chaotic. It's been horrible. It's been like a war zone everywhere. If it was me alone, I would be here. You know, I'll stick it out. I'll not bathe for 5 days. I don't care. I'll sweat. But the kids, it's different. You know, they get hungry. They have necessities that right now I cannot provide for them.
We are joined now on the phone by one of the victims of the hurricane, Fernando Oliver. Fernando, thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Thank you, Heather.
So you are a native of Puerto Rico. You've lived there 40-plus years, San Juan specifically, for the majority of your life. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Not at all. We've been through several hurricanes, Hugo, Georges, Hortense. I personally have been through a couple of other hurricanes in Florida, and never like this.
What about your property, your family? How are you doing?
We took some damage, minor damage on the homes. Many homes were flooded. It was raining sideways, so the windows didn't hold up in terms of the water. So pretty much all of the population dealt with that.
Do you think... I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, many others lost their homes. You know, complete roofs, complete homes destroyed. It was total devastation.
Yeah. And do you think, though, that Puerto Rico was prepared? Do you think that the preparation was put in place early enough? And do you think if that had happened, that it wouldn't be that bad?
I don't think there's any place prepared for a Category 5, maybe 4, almost 5 hurricane. The situation, the way the winds happened, the howling, the destruction. I don't think any country would be prepared for something like this, to be quite frank. However, I mean, many people bought generators in advance. Many people stocked with food, but it was for a few days, perhaps 4 days, 5 days at most. So the situation is going to get complicated here pretty soon. And
you need the generators, but are you running out of fuel? There are reports of running out of fuel. You have no power across the entire island?
That is correct. The situation right now, other than humanitarian help for those areas that are needed where there was complete flooding, people losing their whole homes, those people need a lot of help, and authorities have to get to those places that are incommunicated. In addition to that, people want to help, but they need gasoline to get to those places. And right now the lines are 4, 5, 6 hours long, and I know the government is trying to get gasoline to the gas stations that are working, but the process is not working. They need to improve the process so that people stay calm and they can help with this restoration of the country. We need gas, we need diesel to get to the right places, hospitals, businesses, distribution centers of food, trucks need to get food from the warehouses to the supermarkets. There's desperate need for that.
Yeah, we got word that the President Trump, will be there next Tuesday. I know some other lawmakers are headed there Friday. What more can they do? And what type of help do you need from the private sector, or are you getting?
In terms of the private sector, I think the government needs to get resources to them in terms of diesel, fuel, trucks, construction, cranes, any sort of equipment that can be used to rebuild will be needed. In terms of the government getting aid to these areas that are desolated, that have no communication, food, water. There are municipalities, and the mayors of the different municipalities are claiming for help. That help needs to get to them in an orderly fashion. So I think once the gas situation settles, the diesel situation settles, we have many businesses ready to operate and run with power generators. We just need the diesel to get to them consistently so that people know what they can expect and we can get back on our feet.
Yeah, the governor warned that the possibility of a humanitarian crisis. Do you think that's taking it too far, or is that how you would describe it?
That's exactly how I would describe it. There are many areas in the island that are desolated. There are communities of people that need a lot of help. It's not. There's no exaggeration whatsoever as to what's being reported.
Well, we see the pictures.
The situation is dire, and again, as soon as businesses start opening, as soon as there's an element of normality or normalcy returns to the island, people will start getting calm, and people want to work. I see people wanting to get to their jobs, but they can't because there's no gas, and there's no gas in the stations where they need to fuel their vehicles. It's not that there's not gas in the island.
Yeah.
So
All
that's
right.
something that needs to be clarified.
Well, Fernando, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. You know, we see the pictures. It's just completely devastating, and our prayers are with you and your family and everyone there in Puerto Rico as you try to recover. Thank you.
Thank you.